Yo, how's it going, everybody? It's your boy Sir365 back again with another mock draft. And today we're gonna go over how I think you guys should draft if you're the 14th man in a 14-man league. So like you have the 14th pick, and you're like, damn, all the superstars are gonna be taken by the time that I pick. So I'm doomed. I'm I'm gonna lose all the money that I put into this league. But my help in this video, I am gonna try to draft the best team possible for you guys. That will be stuck in this predicament if you're drafting with your homies and you guys have 14 members. Um yeah. So it's gonna be a 9 category league, and so let's get right into it. Alright, so now that the draft has started, we're gonna go through all starting 15 picks. I'm thinking Art's gonna go with Luka Doncic, but I wouldn't be surprised if he went with Anthony Davis or James Harden. His time is running out. Come on, man. Hurry up. Well, he auto drafted James Harden. Let's see if Nikita's also gonna auto draft. Nope. He picked Anthony Davis over Luka Doncic. Okay. That's not a bad pick. But I would have went with the guy that I know is gonna be playing a lot more games, barring injury, and that is Luka Doncic, a triple double machine. Especially at his age, man, he can only grow from here. Next, so Luka got picked as the third pick. Giannis got picked the fourth. I think Kat, Jokic, and Dame have an argument against Giannis being in fourth, but Kat was picked as the fifth pick. I can agree with that. Curry was picked as the sixth pick, so Jokic and Dame are 7 and 8. They better go next and next. Oh, because Dame got picked over Jokic, but Jokic better be picked next. I cannot lie. All right, so that is the top 8. Now it's gonna go Trey, Tatum, LeBron, Devin Booker. Nope, it went LeBron, which I don't understand. I don't understand the meaning behind drafting LeBron in the top 15 picks, man. I gotta be honest with you guys. I just don't see it. Trae Young was picked 10th, as he should be. Tatum was picked 11th, as he should be. Is he gonna go with Kevin Durant or Devin Booker next? I don't believe he'll go with Kawhi next. And if KD can fall to me, that would be fantastic. Ben Simmons was picked 12th. Man, you guys better hope that you have some stupids in your league. All right. 13th pick, gonna be, I'm hoping not Kevin Durant. If I can get Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, that'd be fantastic. Wow. But you know what? Just because this was a weird draft, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Kevin Durant and Bam Adebayo. You might be saying, what? You went with Bam over Booker and Beal? The reason why I did that is because logically I don't see Booker and Beal being there in your actual draft, so I want to prepare you guys, not take advantage of a situation. If that does happen in your guys' draft, I would highly recommend taking Devin Booker or Bradley Beal over Bam. Between Booker and Beal, it's a toss-up. I'd go Booker just because Westbrook is on Washington Wizards, and Booker is usually getting picked top 10. Remaining before me, I would love to get either D'Angelo Russell or Drew Holiday with a Chris Middleton as my next pick, if I'm being completely honest. So, because we need a guard and a forward. Although we could go with Jaylen Brown, but that'd be slightly reaching in my opinion. As I think Jaylen Brown is the top 50 pick, but Chris Middleton and Jrue Holiday are like top 40 to 45. So it looks like D'Angelo Russell and Chris Middleton are going to fall to me, hopefully. And then we'll go from there. Alright, the next guy I picked up Kyle Lowry. Boom, I'm going to go with D'Angelo Russell. And now I'm going to go with... Yeah, Chris Middleton makes complete sense to me. Alright, so with my next two picks, I'm hoping either Alonzo or Jaren Jackson fall to me. And then we'll go from there. Because there's not many people that I'd consider at this range right now. So it's a tough one. But if they can both fall to me, then that'll be perfect. That'll be absolutely perfect. But percentage wise, Lonzo's kind of ugly. Alright, so with our fifth pick, we're going to pick up Jaren Jackson Jr. And with our sixth pick, we're going to go with Thomas Bryant. Because I truthfully do not see a better center after Thomas Bryant in the draft. Potentially, there might be a sleeper that does better than Thomas Bryant after draft, but like pre-draft, Thomas Bryant has to be drafted in that range. In fact, I would argue that Thomas Bryant should be drafted with the 65 and above pick. So I feel like 6 spots after where I would draft him is perfect. Alright, so with my 7th round, my 8th round pick, I'm hoping to get Brandon Clarke, who I think is going to step up huge. And, alright, so I'm able to get Brandon Clarke. I feel like at this range, I feel comfortable in taking Ricky Rubio. Before I do that, where did Davis Bertans get drafted at? 88th? Okay. Yeah, I truthfully feel comfortable in drafting Ricky Rubio with the 99th pick. I have to be completely honest. I would 100% draft Rubio over guards like Devontae Graham and LaMelo Ball. Because Rubio is just going to get you tons of assists and a good amount of steals. And there might be nights where he gets to a triple-double, you know what I mean? Like, don't sleep on Rubio. This guy is incredible. So with the 9th and 10th round pick, I am hoping... Damn, I just noticed that my boy Rui Hachimura got picked up. Alright, so arguably my biggest sleeper in the draft is the starting shooting guard for the Milwaukee Bucks for this season, Dante DiVincenzo. Because he will get you steals. And he won't really hurt you efficiency wise. And he'll get you some threes. With the next pick, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Killian. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go Killian Hayes because my time's about to run out. I was gonna make a bold pick, but I'm not sure if he'll get drafted before my next one. That bold pick would have been Carmelo Anthony. Because I know it's just the preseason, but even in the bubble, Carmelo was lighting it up. And he was doing a little bit of everything. Still at his age, he's got a chip on his shoulder. And so I truly believe that with the 125th pick and above, you can definitely take a chance at KarlAnthony to provide you top 100 value in 9 category leagues. Fourth pick? For me, it's not obvious. I shouldn't say it's obvious. But if Cam Reddish falls to me, I'm definitely gonna take him. Because I feel like a top... Oh, he just got sniped. The next pick, I'm gonna go with... Darius Bazley from the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I'm gonna go with... Spencer... actually... his efficiency kind of sucks. I'm gonna go with Tyrese Haliburton. My next pick, because he is a rookie, but the organization is already behind him, as he is the starting shooting guard for the Sacramento Kings, playing in the backcourt right beside the Aaron Fox. So he's gonna get tons of shot opportunities. So we're gonna have to see how he responds to being a starter on an actual NBA team. And if he does well, then boom, we got a top 100 pick that late into the draft. Alright, so now with the 182nd pick, what I want you guys to do is, if you're gonna draft a Jaren Jackson or Kristaps Porzingis and Maxi Kleber is off the boards, I want you guys, after the draft is done, put that big man into your IR spot, then pick up Aaron Baines. But with my 182nd pick, I'm gonna take a sleeper of mine that was actually taken from me in my previous draft, and his name is Luke Dort. I have high expectations for him, as he was an incredible defender in the bubble against James Harden. With a lot of the depth in OKC being gone, such as Chris Paul and Gallinari, I believe he will be the next man up. So now we'll look at the standings. They put me at 5th. Funny thing is, until like around the 11, I was at around the total of 8 of 82. So my last few picks actually dropped me, which is surprising. But 5th is not bad though. Like, you guys are gonna be rocking with the 14-man team. Obviously, I picked some guys that Yahoo wouldn't recommend, but I honestly think that my knowledge from playing fantasy basketball for the past 4 years is ignorant for me to say, is more experienced than Yahoo that's been doing it for decades. Because I previously won a championship not going with Yahoo's expectations for players. So now we're gonna look at the teams, right? Yeah, the teams. We're gonna go to our team. Alright. So we got D'Lo, Dante, Ricky Rubio, Kevin Durant, Bam, Chris Middleton, Jaren Jackson, Thomas Bryant, Brandon Clarke, Killian Hayes, Darius Bazley, Tyrese Haliburton, and Luke Dort. We're gonna go through each one and why I drafted them where I drafted them. Now, D'Angelo Russell, I knew that if I took Kevin Durant and Bam early on, that D'Lo or Drew Holiday or even a Fred VanVleet would definitely be there with either my third or my fourth round pick because they're usually drafted in the 40s. So pairing D'Lo up with Bam is a great combination because D'Lo's field goal percentage is not great, but Bam's is incredible. So it kind of balances out with D'Lo's free throw percentage balancing out Bam's free throw percentage, in my opinion, and then D'Lo's threes balancing out Bam's threes, the lack of threes actually, and then the rebounds, the points, assists, steals, blocks. Like to me, that's the perfect duel. And then I was able to get Kevin Durant, who honestly, some people do value Kevin Durant higher than draft 14 because in one of my leagues I was able to swap Fred VanVleet and Kevin Durant for DeAndre Russell and Damian Lillard. So keep that in mind. With Dante DiVincenzo, you guys are gonna get a steals expert who won't hurt you in efficiency and will give you threes and will give you a couple rebounds and a couple assists each game and potentially a block per game with like one or two turnovers. Ricky Rubio, he has produced triple doubles here and there. He's going to be an incredible assist expertise for your team, especially since he's in the Timberwolves playing alongside DeAndre Russell. So he's going to pass it out to Russell and Cat a lot, and they're going to make the most out of those opportunities. And Rubio's free throw percentage is great. His field goal percentage is lacking, but it's not like he puts up tons of shots per game. He's one of those sneaky category players. Kevin Durant, obviously, everybody loves KD, even though they're going to say, he's a snake. I hate him. He went to the Warriors. Deep down inside, we're all just crushed that he did go to the Warriors. I wish he stayed in OKC or he went to like a team like Portland, who at that time seriously needed a forward. So imagine if he played with Dame and CJ McCollum. I believe they could have three-peated, honestly. Chris Middleton, he's also a sneaky top 40 to 45 player that is incredible for fantasy. His free throw percentage is one of the best in the league. His field goal percentage is at 49%, basically, and that's incredible for small forward, power forward. And he's gonna give you a couple threes per game, tons of points, tons of rebounds. He's able to get you some assists, some steals, and potentially a block per game. The block per game don't count on it though, as it says 8. Jaren Jackson Jr., he's incredible for where I drafted him at. He's gonna hit threes for you. His percentages aren't bad. He's gonna be able to get you a block and a half per game, and potentially a steal per game. And he's gonna get you like 2 to 3 assists and a couple rebounds, and he won't hurt you in the turnover aspect. Where Jaren Jackson Jr. and Kristaps Porzingis, they're drafted around the same range, so like the 55 to 65 range. And with those two, what you want to do is, if you draft one of them, you want to make sure that after the draft, not during your draft, but afterwards, you put them at IR and you pick up either an Aaron Baines or a Maxi Keebler to produce for you while they're out, and then you can safely drop Baines or Keebler, whichever one you're able to pick up. Thomas Bryant, incredible field goal percentage, won't really hurt you in the free throw percentage, can potentially hit a 3-pointer per game, can give you tons of rebounds and a block and a half per game. and potentially steal per game, and it won't hurt you in the turnover. So that's a perfect pick for why I picked him. Yeah, you know, if you pick up Thomas Bryant in like the 70 to 75 pick, phenomenal. Brandon Clarke, someone that's going to be sneaky good. Could be the second option alongside John Morant until Jaren Jackson comes back. And he's another guy that will only benefit your team with incredible efficiency from the field. Um, and can really do it all without hurting you in a single category. Killian Hayes, he's the starting point guard for the Detroit Pistons. Another sleeper mine, but he's not really sleeper as he's usually drafted in the top 110. So sleepers are usually guys that you draft like 150 and above that you think can produce top 100 value for you, and no one's really paying attention. That's where Darius Bazley comes in. He's the starting power forward for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their organization is completely behind them, and I'm just giving him a shot. If worse comes to worst and he's benched or like he plays terribly, you got him at such a high pick in the 150s, 160s that like you can just toss him away and it won't even matter to you because there could potentially be better pickups on free agency. Same with Tyrese Haliburton. He's the starting shooting guard for the Sacramento Kings. The organization's behind them, or at least Coach Luke Walton's behind them. And then Dort, in the bubble, I was definitely high on. His defensive awareness is incredible for his young age. And with all the depth leaving, like Daniel Gallinari, Chris Paul wouldn't have affected him. In fact, he would have made him better. But that massive usage from guys like them means that there's room for Dort to pick up some slack. So he's also a guy that's a shot in the dark, but is one of my sleepers that in one of my videos upcoming, I'll definitely be talking about him. I hope you guys enjoyed the draft. Make sure that you guys follow this video if you actually want to win in a 14-man league and you got a draft pick like number 14, because honestly it can be pretty rough getting a 12 to 14 pick. I cannot lie. So the fact that I feel like I'm able to help you guys with these videos is incredible to me. I hope you guys can show some support with a subscribe, a like, potentially a comment down below. If you guys want to play me in fantasy for money, you guys want to do like a $20 pot on Yahoo, hey, just hit me in the comments. If we can get a few of you guys, I'll definitely be down. But for now, YouTube, it's gonna do it. I'm Tyrese365, and I bid y'all adieu.